The Merry Meal Tournament gets underway at both FCHS and Center Street Grade School today. Here is the schedule. At 10 a.m., FCHS takes on Robinson. Carmi-White County takes on Anna Jonesboro at 11:45. That's followed by Murfreesboro versus Robinson. Anna Jonesboro versus Oblong. FCHS versus Murfreesboro at 5 p.m. And then Oblong versus Carmi-White County. At Center Street today, Wayne City plays El Dorado at 10 a.m. Edwards County takes on Lawrenceville at 11:45. El Dorado plays Flora at 1:30. Lawrenceville takes on West Frankfort. Wayne City plays Flora at 5 p.m. And then at 6:45, it's Edwards County versus West Frankfort. In high school boys basketball today at Cesar-Valere, Woodlawn plays Century. Christopher takes on Odin. Sparta plays New Athens. Marissa Coulterville takes on Waltonville. Thompsonville plays Ziegler-Royalton. Goreville plays Galatia. Johnston City takes on Cobden. And Cesar-Valere takes on Redbud. At the Dietrich tournament today, Sullivan plays Dietrich. Oblong takes on Red Hill. Arcola plays North Clay. Newton takes on Sullivan. North Clay versus Oblong, and Dietrich versus Cowden Herrick Beecher City. At the Vandalia Holiday Tournament, Patoka plays Shelbyville. That's followed by Oakall Valley versus Vandalia. South Central and Macon Meridian. Cumberland versus Pena. Shelbyville versus Flora. Macon Meridian versus Father McGivney. Vandalia versus South Central. At the Breeze Mater Dei Tournament, Carlisle plays Highland. Metro East Lutheran takes on Nashville. Briarcrest, Tennessee Christian plays Breeze Central. Breeze Mater Dei takes on Red Bay, Alabama. Highland plays Oakville. Nashville plays Mascoutah. Breeze Central takes on Carlisle. And the nightcap tonight has Red Bay, Alabama taking on Metro East Lutheran. Our holiday tournament coverage starts tomorrow on WFIW 104.9 and WOKZ 105.9 from the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. 1:35, Edwards County takes on Vienna tomorrow afternoon. That broadcast on 105.9 WOKZ. And then at 4:45 p.m., the top-seeded Mules take on Carrier Mills Stone Fort. We'll have the broadcast of that one about 10 minutes prior to tip-off on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com. That's a Wednesday check of sports. Have a great day. Time to check that Fairfield area weather forecast. Mostly sunny today with a high 52. Cloudy tonight, low 45. Rain likely tomorrow with a high 58. Sunshine on Friday, high 48. Mostly sunny, 40 on Saturday. And for Sunday, sunshine with a high 42. Overnight low was 32. Yesterday's high was 49. Current conditions. Humidity is at 82%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.43 and holding. Right now, we've got sunshine and 34 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Now 7 minutes past 8. Time for morning coffee.
And a pleasant good morning to all of you.
I think I'd throw in my wave too. Just
That's good. I'm glad we're all
follow
waving.
with the rest of the guys.
I'm Mike Dreeth, and you're not. But I do have some folks here that I'd like to introduce. Ken Odie is sitting in the Legends chair today, and so we're very, very glad to have Ken here.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, gee, look at that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got my good side.
Uh-oh, hold on.
Uh-oh. We got problems this morning. There we go. Oh, nope.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody messed with the cameras over Christmas. You can also watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, or you go to our Facebook page, and there'll be a link there that gets you to the YouTube page. Look up WFIW Radio. And over there, across the wide divide of technical material, the controls, so to speak. Mark Turner, how are you, sir?
I am large and in charge this
All right.
morning.
Well, let me just for a moment open it up. How was Christmas for everyone?
It's awesome.
Ken Odie here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good one.
Absolutely. I didn't realize I was that good all year, but my oldest grandson, Grant,
Right.
they have a little store out at Jasper School. I love. This is why you live in Fairfield. And he comes in with these gifts, and he said, now I know, he said, you already have 2 of them, but he said, I thought you could use another one. It was a level, 2-foot level. And I said, it was the best gift I got because of the presentation.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so excited, and he got his grandma, my wife, a punch scooper. It was a ladle, but it's a punch scooper. So,
Punch scooper.
yeah.
I love it.
Well, so he's on the level with you.
On the level.
Uh-huh.
That's good. How about you?
I did okay. Yesterday was pretty good.
I had
Got a chance to grill out yesterday.
good for you.
How often
Yeah.
do you do that?
On Christmas
too-
Day?
It was too beautiful today. I really wanted to get out in the woods, just never could get there. We're doing a renovation on what was a double car garage behind our house on South First, and upstairs on that 2-story double garage is going to become the man cave, the fortress of solitude, the place where I go when I don't want to be.
The she shed is below.
The she cave is in the house.
Oh.
She doesn't have to go out and walk across the backyard to get to her place. But there, I have a desk, a huge desk, and it took 4 of us
I'll bet.
to shove it up a hole so that they can put it up there. So now a spiral staircase can come down from it.
You know, if it's that big, did you have to shore up the floor?
No, the floor is
Okay.
solid. This is a very solid structure.
Very
Be like
well-built garage.
that Allstate commercial where the guy's laying on the roof and he's snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those commercials.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Mayhem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, that was kind of the highlight of yesterday. So you can see that it wasn't a real exciting Christmas day for
we
me.
usually go to a movie on Christmas Day because we do all of our stuff on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So we always go to a movie.
Well, I had some stuff about movies.
We didn't.
You did
Because
not.
I got a call yesterday morning at 5:30 that my grandkids were up. We always go out and watch them open their gifts.
You got
5:30. So
the report I got was they were up at 3 because I posted something saying that I was coming into the radio station at 3. That was sort of out of the ordinary for me on Christmas.
sure.
And my my daughter-in-law wrote back, "Well, we're up at 3, buddy." So I mean, we used to have a hard rule: you couldn't get up until 6 o'clock.
Did anyone see the video on Facebook of the lady comes downstairs with the video camera, and the kids have been up obviously for a couple hours, and they have opened every gift, and the parents missed everything because they were asleep.
Oh.
That was there would have been major rule violations there.
Huh.
Yeah, that was.
The movies are not doing actually for the year. I find this hard to believe that the movies are doing okay, up 8% this year,
Wow.
with no original ideas anywhere. Many of the films during the holiday season have been disappointments, including Mary Poppins Returns.
We were gonna. My wife wanted to see Mary Poppins, and I wanted to see the Mule. Now, there's no in between ground there. I mean,
No,
Nah.
there isn't.
Nah,
How about
flip a
Aquaman?
coin.
yeah,
Aquaman was
I'd
big,
see it.
already winning the weekend with a strong $68 million opening through Sunday. So
You know they're eventually going to run out of superheroes, though.
Yeah.
Well, then they'll make some new ones.
Well, true.
What was the strangest gift you saw that someone got yesterday?
That's
And the reason why I bring this up, we got the little granddaughter Ellie
Yes.
this doll, Lulu Bella, I think, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Anyway, this doll will talk. Okay, really weird. I mean, you hold it down,
Right.
and it goes to sleep, and then it will snore.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, you wake the doll up, and you hold your hands over
So
its
in other-
eyes.
does it
and
have a
goes,
little-
"Peekaboo."
Does it have a little CPAP you can put over its nose?
It's just really creepy.
Wow.
some of these babies.
And then the Hatchimal. Have you ever seen a Hatchimal?
No.
It comes in this big, about the size of an ostrich egg,
Yeah.
and you set it down, you rub it, you keep it warm, and it hatches. Pokes out and
Right.
hatches.
Right.
You can hear it. You can hear it in the egg going. Woo, woo. Sounds like that little Mogwai from Gremlins before he
Yes.
changed.
Yes.
You know,
Wow.
bright light, bright light.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
funniest one. The funniest one I heard was, got a half dozen grandkids, spread around,
Yeah.
and I've got one that is just an absolute live wire. Camden is he's constantly moving. He's very expressive. He's
free spirited.
Exactly. And his grandmother, my former wife, bought him a drum set.
Take that.
I can't wait to go there this weekend. We're going to go this weekend.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
wait to see the look on my
But-
son's face.
By the way, I did not get in trouble yesterday.
I was going to ask you. That was my next question.
All right, go ahead.
I
Tell
did.
us about
Well,
it.
you know, I
You've
told you
armed
about
your granddaughter.
Yeah, I told you about the
Oh,
pink
yes.
BB gun.
Oh,
BB
yes.
gun, right?
She didn't put anybody's eye out?
No, did not even shoot it yesterday. They're going to say.
But she was pretty happy.
Oh, she's pretty excited. Then she had to take.
She got a pink BB gun.
Everybody that showed
I
up,
listened.
she had to haul them into where it was because they put it into a closet. Had to haul it in there and show it to them. And one of the uncles came over, and she ran. And this is my daughter's brother-in-law.
Okay.
So she hauled him back there. She brought that out, and he goes, "What is that?" And he goes, "A BB gun."
Did she get ammo?
It came with it.
Oh, the ammo's in it already?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
You pour it in the tube and.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We didn't go that
You
far.
got to make
but-
sure you cup your hand
That's
just
right.
right to be
Just
able
right.
to get in the BBs.
And you know, we got the grandson that rapid fire Nerf gun.
yes.
That went over well.
Did you get hit? People get hit on the head?
Yeah.
That's always a good laugh.
Until he opened the.
Nerf guns have come a long way.
Yeah. This thing has a rechargeable battery.
Oh, you don't cock it?
Oh no, it's got a
It's
rechargeable
high-tech
battery
now, Mike.
and glows in the dark. It was referred to me. He called it a halo gun. I don't even know what that is. But apparently, you kill zombies with it.
Yep.
So.
You never know.
Did you see any zombies around the?
Well, no, he'd killed them all.
See, there you go.
Now, I hear there's
And
a
how
whole
do you
co-
kill
there's a
someone
whole-
who's already dead? But
By the
you
way, I'm just going to say, Dave is on assignment today. My understanding is that he is doing his first Iditarod. He had been working with some dogs south of town near Pond Creek.
Yep.
Got him up to speed.
He's got a blue heeler.
Yes, he does.
He's got a German Shepherd.
Yep.
A Great Dane is included in that bunch, I think.
It's an eclectic group of breeds, and he is wearing proudly the banner of Wayne County and Fairfield in the Iditarod. Was it 26 miles, something like that?
And you know, he's
no,
got,
it's longer than that. That's just one leg.
Yeah, that's just one leg. And you know, also part of that dog group is Chacho the Macho Chihuahua.
Chacho.
That's
the
out
Macho.
front.
Yeah, he's the
Leading
guy
way
out
with
front.
the red nose.
Yep.
So anyway, good luck to Dave, and we'll be keeping updates.
We get live reports.
I
on the
doubt
trail.
very much he's
Can we
going to
get can we get a satellite link
the,
there?
the presence of mind to be able to master
The mush.
the demanding trail that he's got to go on.
Yep.
By the time the race is over, every dog will be an expert in 50s rock and roll.
All righty.
We'll be back.
At Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics, your family's care team is close to home. But it's not just about convenience, it's compassionate, quality care. From routine care, vaccines, and DOT physicals to acute needs like disease management, x-ray, and lab work. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics in Carmine and McLeansboro have you covered. Plus, same-day appointments are available and a Carmine walk-in clinic on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. With 6 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, maybe it's time to take another look at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics.
Enjoying all your holiday traditions is on our wish list to you at Carnaby Square. This is Christy, and we hope your holiday season is merry and bright. Whether your traditions are gift-giving, watching your favorite movies, listening to music of the season, sharing your best recipe from a festive dish, or visiting with friends and family at your home or your church, we sincerely wish that they are the best you've ever had. We're thankful for your continued business and friendship at Carnaby Square. Season's best, and a very happy new year to all from your friends at the fashion leader, Carnaby Square.
Fields are resting right now, but our farm families continue to work raising livestock and planning for spring planting. You probably know an area farm family that should be recognized as the original company and First Robinson Savings Bank's Ileana Farm Family of the Year. Enter your nomination right now at WFIWradio.com. We'll announce the winner at January 24th's Farm Profit Preview in Vincennes. See WFIWradio.com for details on the Ileana Farm Family of the Year.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when GOP presidential candidate Pat Buchanan upset Bob Dole in the New Hampshire primary?
We are taking back our party. Do not wait for orders from headquarters. Mount up, everybody, and ride to the sound of the gun.
Seal's Kiss from a Rose won 3 Grammy Awards, including Song of the Year. Dale Jarrett won his second Daytona 500, edging out Dale Earnhardt by 1/10 of a second.
I tell you, I had a great race car, and that's what you have to do is have a good race car here.
Princess Di agreed to a divorce from Prince Charles. The hot new movies were Braveheart, Apollo 13, and Babe.
I love my mom.
And here's what the new music sounded like.
Don't cry, 'cause it's the world Jesus to a child, and nobody knows it but me. I wanna come over.
Got it yet? Well, the answer and a hunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Ring in this new year in downtown Vincennes. Be part of one of America's top 10 quirky things to do on New Year's Eve by joining us for the 11th annual National New Year's Eve Watermelon Draw. Activities begin at 7 in the heated tent. Near midnight, watch the giant 500-pound watermelon being hoisted up for the countdown to 2019. At the stroke of midnight, the Knox County watermelons drop to this platform and the huge fireworks show celebrating 2019 begins.
February 1996. Isn't it ironic?
Alanis Morissette and Ironic, the top song of February 1996. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
The phone number to call in is 842-3715. Now, back to Morning Coffee on WFIW, YouTube, and WFIWradio.com.
What's the problem here?
What's
She
that?
was nice.
Yes, absolutely.
Boy, she was.
She's nice because we have a guest.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
it, pretty much.
I think so.
Got a nice visit from Pat Rigg, who gave us a delectable fruitcake here about 15 minutes ago that you and I scarfed between
Yeah.
programs.
That is a
This is what's
good fruitcake.
going on in California, and I have a bad feeling about what would happen if it happened here. The big item in California in the way of holiday gifts was dispensers of different cannabis candy, including gummies, chocolates, cartridges, which I don't know what that is.
I think it was a Cheech and Chong Pez dispenser.
That's what I was thinking. You know, that's what I was thinking, the Pez dispenser.
Unbelievable. And flowers.
Marijuana-laced flowers?
Yeah. From the moment we were open, according to one dispensary, there's been lines. We've been knocking the lines out quickly, but they have been steady too. So here's the thing I worry about. I greatly worry about. We're getting very close. The governor of the state of Illinois says he's going to legalize marijuana, and Mike Madigan, the real governor, says he agrees. And so we're going to have legalized pot here pretty soon.
And we'll probably have lower taxes.
You've
One out
already
of
been
two's-
you've
one out of
already
two's
been
not
hitting
bad.
you've already been hitting the pot, haven't you?
What fairy tale book have you been reading?
Well, that's going to save the state.
Or at
The
least,
pot?
or at
That
least,
and, well, let's see. We had the lottery.
Is the pot going to save us because it's going to generate so much revenue, or because we won't care?
No, that's it.
I think,
It's a combination.
a combination. I agree.
But I just have this terrible feeling that someday, and I'm not trying to conjure this up, that somebody's going to come in with some brownies for us at 15 minutes before 8, and we're going to go, oh, that was really good, and you and I are going to dive into that just
Yeah.
like we always do.
Uh-huh.
And by 8:30, this thing is going to be off the hinges.
By 8:30, somebody's making a trip to Huck's for some Cheetos.
Bring it. Pat, we need more fruitcake.
I just have to worry about that.
That's
I really
crazy.
do. And that's what's going to happen, you know.
You know, speaking of drugs, this conversation came up over the holidays. This particular person went out somewhere to a pharmacy to get some anti-diarrhea medication.
Sort of an Imodium type
Exactly.
of thing. Okay.
Shelves empty. That is, and so I asked my resident
Bad
drug
sign.
expert.
Yes.
I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "You take them and you can get high. You have to take like between
Imodium?
between 90 and 300, and it enhances your high from meth and other drugs but if you take enough of them, you'll get high.
And you'll never have to go to the bathroom.
Never.
Is that crazy?
Never.
I had no idea.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yes, I got some from the Wayne City Holiday Tournament history.
Yes.
And, 1954, Allendale beat Sisser. I've got it from 54 to just recently. It's got the champion, second place.
Wow.
You're talking about the Conrad Allen?
The Conrad Allen, yeah.
Maryland and Kent Lewis from Louisville. Kent there, he coached at Mills Prairie.
Sure did.
Yeah.
63 to 68, and then came here and brought
Wow.
an exciting. He brought an exciting run and gun style to Louisville that, they averaged like 85 points a game.
That's before the three-point stripe, too.
Yeah.
He had him conditioned to run around the gym like it'd be so many miles. That way, by the fourth quarter, with the minute left, you boys shouldn't be wore out. But I thought I'd tell you that.
No, thank you.
Well,
thank you very much.
Very much for calling.
The Conrad Allen was you love going over there, don't you?
That is a great tournament. That is just a
well
great
operated
small school tournament. Yeah.
It's very competitive.
Do you know Conrad?
I did not have an opportunity to meet him. We were kind of busy, but he was at the tournament.
He is. We had a roast when Dick Lear, a famous high school baseball coach, teacher, and referee, we had a roast for him whenever he retired from officiating, and he and Connie were best friends. And Connie got up there and started telling stories, and it was just. Fortunately, we taped it, had a videotape of it, but just side-splitting stories, because Dick was known to be on the thrifty side, and Connie went into detail about how his thriftiness evolved especially at Busch Stadium. It was just incredible. I'm just so thankful that we taped it because those two guys could tell stories. Unbelievable.
Did you guys? Are either one of you? House of Cards fans?
No, I've done.
Neither one of you. This is one of those Netflix series, and it starred and had multiple seasons with Kevin Spacey. You know who we're talking about?
Yeah, I know who Kevin Spacey is.
Well, anyway, he had a character, Frank Underwood, and just last week he was charged. Kevin Spacey, the person, not the character. Kevin Spacey was charged in a sexual matter. And he's already been dropped from the program because there's been a lot of suggestions by people.
A lot of allegations.
Yes. But he went on YouTube, right here where we go, quite honestly. We probably competed with Kevin Spacey quite a bit. Anyway, he went on in his character as Frank Underwood to be able to say, you can't believe this, and you believe me. You want me back, don't you? I watched it. I thought it was very disturbing, quite honestly.
Someone mentioned the word desperation.
Yes,
that's what I was just thinking. The one word that came to my mind: sad.
Yeah.
No kidding. And this guy was
please keep me out of jail.
Very celebrated actor.
Yeah.
That
a lot of great roles throughout the years.
The other thing I thought was really interesting.
Wasn't Kevin Spacey in that? Didn't they make a movie about Pay It Forward, and Kevin Spacey was in that?
I have to tell you, I remember.
I think so.
I remember Kevin Spacey.
But I don't remember who was in it.
Kevin Spacey was in it.
You have to help me with the name of this movie. This is the one, and it's so vivid. The movie itself, American
Pie, Graffiti.
No, it was another name. Anyway, he was in it. He was a kind of a desperate. He had a teenage daughter. He was sort of middle age, and he became attracted to his teenage daughter's friend, and it was sort of a
American
horrible
love story.
What? Oh, somebody's yelling from the other room.
American Ninja.
No, that wasn't it.
I've seen that one,
but I watched that movie. The night before 9/11. And then 9/11 happened. I was already depressed from the movie. Then 9/11 happened. What was it?
What was that movie?
American Beauty.
American Beauty.
So I was right on half of it. Anyway, it was depressing. I remember after 9/11, kind of rolling up in a fetal position on my couch to watch the continuing news coverage. But that movie was so distressing. And as it turns out, this guy's got all kinds of problems. Yeah. The other interesting story that I saw over the last couple of days, do you know who I'm talking about when I say Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, it's Bruce.
Easy.
Braitlin's Jenner's daughter. How's that? Braitlin.
The former Olympic champion's daughter. Then you don't have to get into any kind of designation.
I like Braitlin.
I
like Braitlin.
You're
That's not
covered
bad.
both ways.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's got a 10-month-old daughter by the name of Stormy. Now, get a load of this. Kylie is 21 years old. She's worth $850 million. She's going to be the first
cosmetics.
The first billionaire under 22 in the history, and she has this thing about vehicles, and the baby daddy. That's the term that's used when you're not married. His name's Travis Scott. He bought her a $400,000 monogrammed ice blue Rolls Royce for Christmas.
His money or her money?
It must be his. He must be just as rich. And clearly, cars are the couple's thing. They also. Oh, he's a rapper apparently. He bought her a $1.4 million Ferrari and a vintage Rolls Royce for her 21st birthday. So she's got 3 cars now that are worth more than all of our net worth put together. And so anyway, they bought the daughter, only a 10-month-old. They bought her a $400 miniature Ferrari and a $400 black Lamborghini miniature for her to play in so that she could get the feel of it before she gets older. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I got a level for Christmas.
You got a level for
I got a nice bright flashlight.
Yeah.
And then promptly blinded myself because stupid me looked at, oh, that's pretty cool. What the
I got one of those lights that you put on the bill of your hat so that when you get lost in the forest at 7 o'clock at night, you can it lights up the forest. I got one of those.
Well, couldn't you just retrace your steps using that GoPro?
The GoPro, I haven't yet. I've got it. I haven't yet figured out. Did you hear I got a GoPro?
I did hear.
A GoPro 7. I bought it for myself, which was not received well by the significant other. Don't buy yourself Christmas gifts.
Did you get this talk? I'll just have to take everything else that I bought you back.
No, I didn't get that.
How do you know I didn't buy you one?
Yeah, that's the which I knew she wasn't going to buy me one. That's the reason why I bought it. But I haven't figured out the technology yet. I've got to download like a 400-page book to be able to start figuring out. This thing's it'll lay in your hand. I mean, it's not very big, but it's got voice activation. I can strap it to my body. I can strap it to my head so that I can see the arrow.
Strap it to your head out here and practice with it.
Well, I threatened to do that with Dave, and he seemed a little bit perturbed by the idea. But I would like to put it on my head so that I can watch the arrow go over or under the deer when I shoot. So
you're trying to recite your crossbow, aren't you?
No, it's perfect. That and the shotgun, everything works beautifully when other people shoot it.
How much?
It's
operator error.
When's the end of deer season?
20th of January.
The end of your torture.
And you know what? It's just every time you drive into the property or you drive out, they're standing right on the edge and they're waving at you.
And they're laughing.
They're laughing. You know they're laughing under their voice.
You know, I know everybody makes fun of you for that, but still.
Remember that deer that you shot at a couple weeks ago and you missed?
This is him.
That's me.
Yeah. But still, being out there in the woods, up in your stand or wherever you're at, that's good therapy.
Oh, it's wonderful, Ken. It's like windshield. When I used to have to do a lot of driving, I don't anymore. Windshield time is therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Stand time is therapeutic. Right now, you could almost see through the entire 20 acres of woods by virtue of the fact that, there's all the leaves are on the ground. Yesterday it was just gorgeous. You were able to go outside and grill.
Yeah.
I was able to walk around a little bit on the property, but I didn't get out in a tree, and I regret that. It would have been fun on Christmas Day.
We have to take another break, guys.
All right.
With your Mayo Clinic Radio Health Minute, I'm Dennis Doda. Each year, more than 1 million Americans limp to the doctor with sprained ankles. Among high school athletes, it's the #1 reported injury. But at any age, a single misstep is enough to roll your foot under and twist the joint inward, stretching or tearing ligaments holding the bones in place. Most sprains heal on their own.
However, when you have a major sprain, instability can be a problem down the road, and that can lead to often cartilage injury as well as arthritis and pain.
Foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Glenn Schur says if pain persists more than 2 days, see a doctor. Better to avoid the injury entirely if possible. Dr. Schur's top tips: be more aware of your foot placement on uneven ground. Be active and build strength for better foot control. And whatever your activity, don't skip the warm-up.
Stretching often conditions us and prepares us for athletic events such as running, jogging, changing directions. We really need to keep ourselves limber, if you will.
For more information, visit mayoclinic.org.
Do you have an ache, a lump, or a bump? Physician referrals are not required for any surgical consultation at General Surgeon Dr. Patrick Molt's office in Fairfield. Schedule an appointment to talk to Dr. Molt about laparoscopic abdominal surgical procedures, such as hiatal hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, or an appendectomy. Medicare, Medicaid, most insurance plans and charge cards are accepted at General Surgeon Dr. Patrick Molt's office in Fairfield.
Listen for Sports Talk at 9 a.m. Saturday on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com. Sports Talk is a program where we highlight local sports. Each week, we'll talk with area coaches about their respective programs, plus we'll keep you updated on the local and national sports scene. It's Sports Talk this Saturday and every Saturday at 9 a.m. on your home for sports, WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com.
You can watch the show on YouTube or by following the link on Facebook. Now, back to Morning Coffee on WFIW.
Well, you sure can. And by the way, I did a lot of Christmas shopping using the Big Deal Store. You can see it on our webpage, the upper right-hand corner. You click it. There's some great deals there. Did I do some good stuff. Bullards in particular. I gave fruit baskets to a lot of people and enjoyed working with the people there. I tell you what I also did there. We had a void in the family. We had one member that made dinner rolls. Grandma, 103-year-old grandma, and of course she left us this past year. So I went to Bullard's and got 24 dinner rolls. Oh, they were unbelievably good. So that's one place you can get Big Deal certificates. Buy them for $7. They're worth $10. That's it in an essence. So you're foolish not to try it. Boyd Furniture and Mattress, Deep South Restaurant, Roadhouse Harley Davidson. The list goes on and on. Please, for your pocketbook, go check out the Big Deal Store on WFIWradio.com. You cover all of our meetings, or many of our meetings for us, Ken. Is there anything as we start the new year to keep an eye on?
The high school board was interesting the other night for the new technology that they're proposing, that every student would get a Chromebook. And I know some people are going to say, well, and I think eventually, believe it or not, there won't be any textbooks. So you won't see kids dragging around that huge book bag.
Well, there's something good about that. Now, a Chromebook it's sort of like a hybrid between a laptop and an iPad, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And they can't, they're limited on what they can do. They can strictly do schoolwork, but they'll do all their homework, all their testing. I was impressed. Several teachers were there to make the presentation, and it was impressive. But it's what these kids are going to be dealing with in college and in life. I mean, and I know what people are going to say, the same thing they said when they resurfaced the track. Well, cinders were good enough for me. Well, it isn't good enough anymore.
No.
I mean, technology is where it's at, and I was impressed, and I think they're ahead of the curve on this. And with most kids, I think Mark Leasty said between 75 and 80% of the kids have internet access, which surprised me. But
That's an interesting stat when you consider that I saw a presentation, I guess it was at Rotary.
Last week before last, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the presentation essentially said that over 50% of the kids in Wayne County are in the reduced or free lunch category. So isn't that interesting that half of the people are in reduced or free lunches, but 70 or 80% have the internet? Isn't that interesting?
And the teacher can have, I mean, if the student's having trouble with something, if the teacher is actually online, she can go in and see what this student's doing. It was incredible. I was very impressed by it. And it was, it's a coming thing, and they get to keep these. And initial cost was a lot, but I think
do they get to keep? They get to keep
they
them?
do.
Really?
Even after they get out,
they
of
don't
school.
check them back in.
I think it's theirs to keep. That was my understanding. I may be mistaken, but
what a sweet deal.
Yeah.
So it was.
So did they have
So the teachers, when they're able, if they're online and able to check, will they have like standard online hours?
I don't know.
Is there going to be? I'll be online from 2 to 4 on a snow day or something. If you have questions.
Well, if you have a snow day.
Or they could send them a message through there and say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm online. Anybody having any issues? Or
Right.
Wow, that's interesting.
Which impressed me that the teachers
would do that.
Would take the extra effort. I was just impressed by the entire presentation.
So how far are we from that reality?
Well, I think probably next year.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not too far off.
I think the board members asked some really pertinent questions, and
very
textbooks are expensive.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
and they don't ever. I mean, their value goes away almost immediately.
Yearly.
Well, you remember.
You almost have to have new ones every year.
You remember in college you'd go and you'd have to. It got to the point. It probably is still today. I've only been out of it for 6 months, where the textbooks were almost commensurate with the cost of the tuition. That's how much they cost.
Yeah.
And some of these things were in shrink wrap, so that once you tore it open, there was no way you were going to sell it back.
I did figure out a way that I could rent them from the library for a couple of.
You got away with that, huh?
Well, for a couple of classes, I was able to rent,
Right.
not rent, but borrow my
But
textbooks.
let's say
from
you
the
bought
library.
a $200 textbook, which in itself is kind of ridiculous, and then you would go back during sellback, and it was like $25.
Yeah. It's like when you buy a car or something.
Right.
You drive it off the lot. They say it's worth
the beauty
50% of what you pay for it.
The beauty of Frontier Community College during the time that I was there, and I'm sure they still do the same thing, is that you rented everything. So the point simply was there was this wonderful tuition, and then there was you didn't have to come up with that extra money for
I think
books.
a lot of schools are doing that now. Instead of forcing you to buy those textbooks every year, you can just rent them.
I'm getting lots of messages
makes
about
sense.
that. By the way, Bruce Reeves was the first one to tell me that it was American Pie. So thank you for listening, Bruce.
American Beauty.
Beauty, not American Pie. Yeah. Anyway, thanks to him for that. I think this is a great idea, and you think that the textbook companies would get on board with this and start being able to generate and sell the content that's going to end up on these.
And that's what they're doing. But I was very impressed.
That's going to be coming up at Fairfield Community High
There
School.
are a lot of districts all around the state that do that now.
Yeah, my little 8-year-old grandson at Jasper, I use a Chromebook.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Granddaughter at New Hope, same thing.
Yeah.
You're going to be going down to El Dorado.
Yes.
So you're going to
starting
have a full
tomorrow.
week.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be a full week or not. I mean, it's going to be busy. But we did all the games in the Conrad Allen tournament, so
that was busy.
By comparison,
True.
We're going to have 4 games in 4 days or 3 days down in El Dorado. Hopefully, 4 games in 3 days. Knock on wood.
Oh, you got Edwards County too.
Yeah, Edwards County is headed over there. I'm looking forward to that one.
That's one of the more
a great tournament.
It's a unique palace. I told my son when I moved my son here for his senior year to play basketball here, I said, you're going to get a chance to see some of the really unique palaces that that designated why Southern Illinois was really the epicenter of high school basketball for decades. And that's one of them, El Dorado.
Oh, absolutely. Dove Kingston is a wonderful place to see a game and broadcast a game.
I was talking to Todd West the other day. Todd was a great athlete at FCHS. And I said, doesn't that depth perception, doesn't that cause a problem that you have people behind the baskets? No. He said, I'd love that. I love that.
Well, it gives you something to focus on outside of the crowd. I mean, if you got just a blank wall back there,
right?
You know, you can actually see some, people moving, and I think that
I
helps.
needed an excuse.
At least playing in a gym like that helped my depth perception when I was in high school.
I honestly, I needed an excuse. Well, there's a wall back there. I can't shoot against. There's people back there. I can't shoot. It's only in a playground that I can. I could shoot out in a playground like you can't believe, or my backyard.
We got the Mary Mules tournament going on today.
Or at least that's what he says.
Okay, so tell
Mary
me about
Mule starts today.
So what's the story on that?
It's just the annual girls tournament hosted by FCHS.
I can tell you this: they will be eating chili at the First United Methodist Church.
Yep,
prepared by Mr. Bill Book, Clifford Reaver, and myself.
Really?
They've got games going on today at FCHS and at Center Street.
What a great place Center Street is to play.
It is.
Gosh, I went there for a junior high game. The truth of the matter is, I know that this is not part of the plan, but if Frontier was going to get a basketball program, that would be a totally adequate place to be able to play, quite honestly. What a beautiful place. And I thought, I got turned around. I thought, I forgot where the old gym was, okay? I'd been in the old gym a number of times, and I thought this was just an add-on to the old gym. No, it's a whole new gym.
Yeah.
And the old gym's still down the hallway.
It is.
I got. So, trivia today, coming up.
Yeah.
How old are you, Ken?
I will be 65 in February.
Okay, this is a sweet spot for you. Okay, I'm 61. I'll be 62 in April, and you're back in your 50s, right?
I'm not near that old.
He's got. I wouldn't say near that old. Point simply is the trivia topic today is 1960s television shows.
Oh well.
And that was the sweet spot for, in particular, comedies and offshoots of comedies. There were a number of them that spawned many other. And at one point,
how many shows did Andy Griffith spawn?
Oh yeah,
at least 3 that I know of.
Right.
That I can think of.
Right. Well, I'm not sure that's one of them, but I can do that. I mean, Gomer Pyle was one of them, obviously.
Gomer Pyle.
Mayberry RFD.
And what's the third one?
Mod Squad. I think Barney went on.
Well, two that I can think of.
Well,
but I think there were more.
It was a great time. If you remember, CBS had all the really, really good shows like that, and they were called the Country Broadcast System. And they started getting sensitive about that, the Tiffany Network, and they started systematically in the late 60s getting rid of those rural-based that were so popular, rural-based shows. So anyway, that's coming up here in a few minutes when we come back to do trivia. We'll take a break.
Festive is the word for a true holiday feeling. Have a festive holiday that by every measure you're filled with a sense of peace and joy this wonderful time of year. Happy holidays from Rigg Family Care Pharmacy in Albion. Pharmacist Eric Rigg and staff, providing their customers with friendly, knowledgeable service. The Country Closet Consignment Store in Flora. Clothing for the entire family, home decor, and much more. The Fairfield Banking Company, your hometown bank with hometown pride. Dan, Kim, and the employees at Dan's Electric in Fairfield and Flora. Noel Vaughn and staff at Country Financial in Fairfield. Burnt Prairie Fertilizer, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to care about your business. KD, Shirley, Chris, Tony, and the drivers of Simpson Transportation. And Fairfield Memorial Hospital, excellence in community health care. And Horizon Healthcare, with clinics in Fairfield, Sisney, and Grayville.
Post frame buildings continue to pop up all over the area. And at Graber Post Buildings, they've been putting up buildings for over 40 years. Garages, pole barns, storage buildings, workshops, apartments, even indoor basketball courts, and some of the most attractive commercial buildings in the state. Every job is specific and unique to your wants and your needs. Graber Post also has packages for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. So for your next building or roofing project, call for a free quote at Graber Post, 800-264-5013.
WFIW and Ultra Products are bringing back the popular Show Us Your Rack promotion. Now through December 31st, upload pictures of you and your buck to the Show Us Your Rack page at WFIWradio.com. The first 25 photos uploaded will receive a free t-shirt. On Friday, January 4th, one lucky hunter will be drawn from all entries and will have their choice of a USA-made Parker Bushwhacker crossbow, a $400 value, or a $200 in-store credit to Ultra Products. Good luck, hunters.
The Original Company radio stations and Old National Bank's annual Farm Profit Preview is Thursday, January 24th from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. at Highland Woods in Vincennes. This year, you will have the opportunity to earn continuing education credits for your private and commercial applicator's license. There's also free health screenings, and Gary Truitt from Hoosier Ag Today will be promoting the HAT Network and TOC Farm programming. To secure your vendor booth, contact Jessica Hallman at events@originalcompany.com.
Time for that Fairfield area weather forecast. Sunshine today, high 52. Cloudy tonight, low 45. Rain likely, 58 tomorrow. For Friday, sunshine, 48. Saturday, mostly sunny, 40. And for Sunday, sunshine with a high of 42. Overnight low was 32. Yesterday's high, 49. Current conditions, humidity at 82%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.43 and holding. Radar weather looking very good as well. Nothing showing up in terms of precipitation. Right now, sunshine 34 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
You can call in to Morning Coffee at 842-3715 and add your 2 cents. You can also message the crew on Facebook by going to the WFIW Facebook page.
Welcome back.
All
All right.
Before we get into trivia,
Okay.
do we need to give Ken the rules? I don't know if
Okay.
you've been here
we
since
have to-
we implemented the new rules.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to
All
wait.
right.
Okay.
There must be a pause, a noticeable pause before you answer. So don't blurt out the answer like the legend does now and then. All right. Question number one. The topic.
What's the topic?
The topic is 1960s television shows.
All right.
Okay. All right. So this is great because the news guy cannot answer these. He was but a glimmer.
Yep.
In Dad's eye before. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Number one. He co-starred with an auto in My Mother the Car. His name was. Pause.
The Car.
Pause. It was a comedy. It was in the early 1960s. He later starred in other sitcoms.
Was it the guy that eventually played the Incredible Hulk?
Nope. He's
Okay.
from Illinois.
I never watched that show. That's before my time.
No.
Yeah.
You're older than me.
No,
And I remember it.
My Mother the Car. No.
My Mother the Car.
All right, help us out.
All right. Jerry Van Dyke.
Okay.
Jerry Van Dyke. The voice of the car was Ann Southern. The story was the relationship between a man and his mother, the latter having been reincarnated as a 1928 Porter automobile. Now there's a premise for a show, right?
Yep.
Can't you see some people spitballing this? I know what. We'll make the car his mother.
Yep.
It
you go.
worked.
Yep.
All right. Only two seasons, though. All right. So you're 0 for 1. Question number 2. In the mid-1960s comedy, McHale's Navy, what was the designation of the boat? If you'll remember, JFK was the commander of PT-109.
Right.
What was Quentin McHale's boat number?
How long we have to delay?
I think there's something working over here.
PT-73.
Yes. Excellent. Would you have known that?
I knew it was PT something.
Yes, you did. During World War II, Lieutenant Commander Quentin McHale, Ernest Borgnine, was the commanding officer of U.S. Navy PT boat PT-73.
Now, who else was in that show?
Tim Conway.
Tim Conway. I was
That's where he got his
Tim
start.
Conway
Yes, he was.
was on that show.
He was the
First mate, basically.
He was the officer, the first officer.
First officer.
Yes. They were stationed in the Pacific. Taratupa was the name of the base that they were at. McHale's Navy in the mid-1960s. I love that show.
I did too.
And it lived on quite a while in syndication. Yep. All right.
And I think they even made a movie.
Just 2 movies.
Okay.
2 movies. Bob Denver was known for 2 TV comedies. One as the sailor in Gilligan's Island.
I know this one.
But prior to that, he had a major role in another sitcom. Name the show and the character.
I can name.
Work.
Yep.
You can do both?
I wasn't going to do it.
Go
I
ahead.
wasn't going to say anything.
I was just work. That's what he said.
You ready?
The character was Maynard G. Krebs.
That's exactly right.
And the
he was a beatnik.
Dobie Gillis.
No, but it was more than that. It was like the life and adventure of Dobie Gillis, or the many
loves
loves of Dobie Gillis.
The many loves of Dobie Gillis.
Okay.
That was Dwayne Hickman, right?
He always had the statue, the thinker.
Maynard G. Krebs. Goofy but lovable beatnik.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. Good. Way to go. And you thought maybe you were too young for this. All right.
No, you thought I was too young for this.
No, I knew you're older than what you tell people. All right, number 4. In The Man from U.N.C.L.E., what was the name of the evil enemy organization on the other side? This is a good one.
Thrush.
That was it. You got it. Excellent. Well done. Uncle's primary adversary was Thrush. That stood for the technological hierarchy for the removal of undesirables and the subjugation of humanity.
I'm glad you didn't ask that.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one.
Isn't that interesting? That was a great, and also there was the girl from U.N.C.L.E., wasn't it? That spawned another show, if I am not mistaken. All right, number 5. In 1969, Glenn Campbell hosted a summer replacement show. Which show did it replace on CBS?
What year?
1969.
No idea.
Ed Sullivan.
No. The Glenn Campbell Good Time Hour, an American network television show and comedy and variety show hosted by singer Glenn Campbell, was on January 69 through June 72 on CBS. It was offered as a show. He was offered the show and hosted a 1968 summer replacement for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. Campbell.
Lots of Smothers Brothers were on that show.
Well, I think he was.
I knew there was a connection there.
Campbell used "Gentle on My Mind" as the theme song of the show, which was, of course, a huge hit for him. All right, moving on. Number 6.
We're not doing very good.
No, you're not. Name the 2 men who played Darren Stevens opposite Elizabeth Montgomery, who I thought was one of the most beautiful women in television, in the sitcom Bewitched. Darren Stevens. They had 2.
Didn't they both have the same first name?
Did they?
Was one of them Richard Benjamin?
No.
That was in that girl.
Was it?
Let's see.
Gavin, somebody?
Nope. No. Darren Stevens.
Dick
was
York.
Dick York's one of them.
Dick Sargent.
Dick Sargent.
Perfect. Well done.
I knew they were both.
That's really good.
First name.
Dick York was there seasons 1 through 5. Then, amazingly, in season 6, without saying anything, all of a sudden it's a different guy. Dick Sargent. Seasons 6 through 8.
Well done, Mark. You pulled us out of the fire.
Yeah, 3 more minutes. I better get going here. He played Lucy's boss in The Lucy Show. And I'll accept either the name of the actor or the character.
I can see him in my mind.
Mr. Purdy.
No, it's close, but not. That was close, but that's not it.
Yeah. I can see him.
Wasn't a Lucy fan.
Gale Gordon was the name of the actor.
Okay.
The character was Theodore J. Mooney. Mooney, who was a banker.
Okay.
All right. Number 8. He played Uncle Fester in The Addams Family. A hint, He was once a child star.
And again, another one of these that I have on the tip of my tongue. Wasn't Jackie
Coogan.
That's it.
Okay.
Boy, you guys are good. You're on fire.
That's a team effort.
That's right.
That's a great. You get the first name, you get the last name. Number 9. Who starred in the television show Route 66 or Route 66, whichever way you would like to? Either one of them.
Martin Milner.
That's one of them.
The guy from Adam 12.
That's it. Martin Milner.
Okay.
Martin Milner and George Maharis.
George Maharis. I didn't remember him.
Yeah, yeah. Well done. That was one of my first memories was Route 66. All right, and the last one, number 10. Can you name the 2 series that spun out of the Beverly Hillbillies?
Series that spun out of the Beverly Hillbillies?
Beverly Hillbillies had two different shows.
Huh.
I think of one. Okay. Petticoat Junction.
There you go.
Okay.
And Green Acres.
You got it. Both of them there.
All right.
Well done. You guys really came through.
I don't understand the Green Acres connection, though, with Beverly Hillbillies.
Well, it kind of one spun out of the other, spun out of the other. It was Beverly Hillbillies spun into Petticoat Junction, spun into...
Why can't they have shows like that anymore?
They don't. They don't. They're just fun to watch, and I enjoy watching them out. Thank you, both of you. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
We'll do this again tomorrow, right?
Absolutely.
See ya.
All right.
All the important news here first. This is WFIW.